yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Yeah. I only did that. Hard times I grind. Flow awesome like alright. I'm from Brooklyn. What's the vibe? We don't try to make it big. That's
Yo, what's going on?
Hey. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna start off by saying it's a Virgo morning with Bourgeois Latte. I have Derek Harden on. What's up?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Let me turn this off. You know what? Yeah. I don't know where to begin, but let's give a few minutes because I see folks are coming through. What's up, y'all? What's up,
y'all? I'm gonna send this off. I'm gonna add some more people. Give me 1 second.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sip my coffee.
Oh, you got your coffee? I got my coffee too. Oh. You know, we in the building.
You about that coffee life?
Yeah, sometimes.
I know. I'm a tea guy.
Not, just to be honest, a little bit more than sometimes. A little bit more than sometimes.
Okay.
I definitely love coffee.
See?
Just getting some more people in here.
All right.
Why not?
Why not?
So how you doing today?
I'm doing great. You know, I usually do like Saturday a little later, but I'm glad that you took the time out to come and hang with me. I have my Latte Java Drips radio, and I definitely want to invite you back again because
I would love that.
Oh, great! Because I'm telling you, I have so many questions. I have so many. I don't know where to begin, and I have to say this, my brother, your mind. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I know what you did. That track, Blunt. You did some Bob Marley up on there. You some
Okay. Let's chat. Let's chat.
You ready? Let's chat.
Yeah, let's chat. Let's chat. You're funny. That was a good one. So tell me what you think.
All I have to say is when I first thought about Dear Derek, I was like, okay, this brother, when you start off with a Dear Derek, it's like a letter, an opening letter, right?
It's a letter to myself, correct.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, this is before I even listened to your music. I always read the title. And then when I saw Super Thought, I was like, okay. Don't judge. Don't judge.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
But you know, that's a Virgo thing. But besides
we're here to explain the concept.
Yes. And I was like, okay, this guy is talking about, you know, different things, different walks of life. But then I started to listen to Mushroom Tea. Then I started listening to Drippy and Dookie because I was thinking like Drippy. I said, okay, because Latte Java Drips, Drippy.
Yo, we got my son Mark in the building. Mark Lobb is in the building. He produced the whole concept of the project. Shout out to Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Bianca's in the building. I see it.
Okay.
On the radar.
Yes, definitely got to meet on the radar.
So those are some of the songs that got you kind of excited?
No, what really got me excited is that you're really a Renaissance guy. You know, you're a Renaissance man. I mean, you're more than just a rapper. I mean, the fact that, I was doing my research. I was like, okay, he's an art curator. So explain art curator, because I was like, art, okay, does he do art? You know, you're a director, you're an actor. I know you do a lot of different things, and I know there's more to you than, you know, a rapper. And I just want to dig deep and find out more about you because I'm nosy like that.
That's funny. Well, we're going to do it in pieces.
Exactly. That's why I need
we're going to do it in pieces. I mean, you asked me what you want to know first about the art curatorial art stuff.
Yes, I want to know a little bit about that.
Art curator is basically the medium between usually the medium between the gallery and an artist. They also sometimes come up with concepts and put people together and different, you know, their own ideas, etc. So I've done that in the New York art scene for a long time, and I had a nice little small notoriety for it and did some really cool things. Oh, Mark said he couldn't hear the audio. I don't know, son. That's my guy, though. I wish you could hear it. Yeah, so like more of those things in the art world. I did some really cool stuff, gained some notoriety, and which gave me kind of the idea of being the first art curator rapper, continuing to rap and do things such as. And I think I have an authentic life story. I think I'm an authentic person. So, you know, it's fitting. It's fitting. And I love to write. So most importantly, before rap music, I'm just a person who wrote down my thoughts. And that was my biggest form of creativity since I can remember, before rap music, before any taste in fashion or what they call fashion. You know, yeah, that's it.
So you call yourself a rapper, and, you know, there's a rapper, and then there's a hip hop artist, and then there's an artist. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people get really offensive if they're called a rapper or conscious rapper. Like, do you put yourself in any of those categories, or you just, you know what, I'm just an artist? You know what I mean?
I'm not just an artist. I go to work. I got a job. I do TV stuff. I do movie stuff. I do tours. But I got a job. So I'm the definition of the American dream. Like, you're supposed to be able to do what you would like to do creatively, but I think that you should do something for the workforce too. And, you know, each one teach one type of thing is still effective. So never too good to not have something to work on.
That's good. That's, yeah. Wow. I would have never thought that you would say that, honestly. But I'm telling you, there's so many voices. Because I checked out 1111. I checked out, you know, I'm checking out there's so many. But
shout out to my son, Believe.
It's like,
check out 1111. That's a good one.
You have so many different personalities. And it's not even a personality. It's probably your walk of life, correct? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's different walks of life. It's you know, my idea of a rapper is, you don't have too much going on in your life at 18. I mean, even if you do, because I definitely did have a lot of things that were around me happening at 18. But you yourself can't say that you are just wise in anything. So I think the best authors came with time. And, you know, like, it always just comes with time. It just comes in the form of things take time. Sometimes time gets shortened, but things still take time.
It's true. That's true. There's no time limit in anything that you do. I feel like there should be no such thing as time. Forget the clock. You know, I always wonder when Flavor Flav wear that clock around his neck.
That was genius.
Yeah.
That was genius.
Definitely.
The consistency of it. He didn't just do it one time. He actually followed through of a whole. Now you remember him with that clock. You know what time it is.
Exactly.
You know, like, so that's genius. That's an artist. That's an artist.
I think you're a genius, because I'm not gonna lie, for a minute when I heard Super Thought, I was like, but I have to go back to the blunt thing. Dang, like, yo, what was you thinking? Like, Easy Skanking, you know, that's some Bob Marley right there.
Yeah, of course.
I loved it. I'm gonna play it too, because I want folks to hear it too.
Yeah, just play it for a second.
I'm gonna play it. You guys gotta hear it.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites.
Really?
First. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. And I'm gonna explain after you play it, I would like to explain what stop means. And this project is a trilogy. So what you're seeing is the first part. So Post Dice Depression, How Do I Bang Boom, is the first part of the trilogy.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, I know why you stressing. They overcharging you for
What'd you say?
hoses running loose. They stripping off the neck.
Jury shining bright like moons got a pressing.
I was misled.
Got a new direction. It's falling to the streets, hoping God gon' catch him. Nailing bullets, yeah, that's how we address it. 4 bricks, baby, show you how to stretch it.
Them ones new lessons on the road to reflection. Excuse me while I like my. Excuse me while I like my. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. While I like my. Excuse me while I like my flip. Excuse me while I like my. Excuse me while I like my. Excuse me while I like my flip. Don't be stupid, kid.
I need to see baby girl
In the art world, next your whole do cartwheels. Only popcorn, because I love the man in the mirror. Forever like this is the drop in the bucket. Gucci bucket, Louis luggage, take that don't get cut. With paid dealt shit. Me while I like my.
Yeah. Let me just say, Dear Derek, when I was thinking about Dear Derek, I was thinking about a guy who was in the service. I don't know why.
Okay.
Before I heard the music.
Shout out to the
Before, I was like,
in the service.
He could have been a man in the service.
Yeah.
Could be a man that's struggling, trying to find himself. Could be a man, you know, that's an artist, you know. Could be a man that just really don't give a fuck. He's just gonna say what he wants to say. And you know what's upsetting is that I want to play music that's not edited, because you get the real full effect of how that person feels. And it's like, I feel like a person that cuss is the most honest person. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to expressing themselves.
It's funny that you say that, because if it wasn't for shout out to DJ Edition. If it wasn't for DJ Edition, I wouldn't make clean music.
Definitely. He's amazing.
He's amazing. But if it wasn't for him asking for a clean edit, I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't. That's not what I'd be thinking about.
Yeah. And it's crazy because that's when an artist is at his truest form, because he's at that moment. He's at that zone. And then, you know, I was talking to one of my friends, you know, who's a music engineer, and he was saying that most of the time, the reason why they can't, you know, have that type of music on radio is, you know, it has to be clean, but some can't afford to have the clean edit. Because I'm like, well, where's the clean edit? Why even do that if you can't have it played on the radio? And the DJs are the ones that are going to be listening to your music, and why? Like, it doesn't make sense.
But at the same time, it depends. You can write songs that have that type of you know, that have that type of bot where they don't have no curses, and that's the way you groove. And then going back to what you said before, I have you know, I would like to say that I'm the opposite of a person that doesn't give a fuck. I actually do care. So, if you know, it might seem, I think the other side is the people that you think care, they actually don't give a fuck. So I think it's the opposite for me. I actually do care. That's why there's a sense of aggression in my writing. The subject matters are what they are. Like, going back to the subject matter of Super Thought. Super Thought in this project, this album trilogy music, like this album trilogy film project.
Right.
So it would be three albums right now, and then a film.
Oh, okay.
Is asking the question: is the Black person the super thought of the world, or
Mm.
is the Black person the global thought? Is this global prostitution? We
Mm.
make a lot of things happen. We birthed damn near everything, and the question is, we get little.
Damn.
So I have a series of different questions examining these thoughts. This is the musical part is my time as an art curator, and me delivering raw raps on any subject matter I choose to do, having really no formula. Mark Live is my producer. He has that hip hop bop, and use that with just my ability to do kind of like spoken word rap.
Yeah.
Where I want you to hear the beat, plus I want you to hear the lyrics. And I'm just having fun with making hip hop. I can rap, so therefore I rap.
Right.
You know, I could say so much more about that component of it, but the title, Post Dice Depression, How Do I Bang Boom, is the first chapter of Super Thought.
Okay.
And the title of that is basically another play on of words from characters in the art world. So there's a guy named Jeffrey Deitch, and there's a woman that's named Mary Boone.
Okay.
So just playing on the words, because at a time frame that I was in the arts in New York City, I felt that a large part of the art community was kind of stuck because they were thinking like Jeffrey Deitch had did. So that's when I came up with the post-Deitch depression. I felt that the community creatively was in a post-Deitch depression. They were trying to do what Jeffrey did. They were stuck. After he made a wave, it was stuck. It was like everybody was repeating that or trying to do like that. So that was where the post-Deitch depression came from. And then the How I Bang Boom part, I'm going to save for the second part of another interview.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit more risque, but when the second album drops of the trilogy, I'll be able to explain that thought even better.
Because you have so many. It was 11:11. Okay, Super Thought, and then Dear Derek. I saw one. I said, okay, this is when you must have first started off, like the young-looking Dear Derek. Is that, you know what I'm talking about? So it's like, it's so crazy. And I didn't get a chance to listen to it all, but I will today. I'm putting on my headphones, and when I'm cooking or whatever, I'm going to listen to everything. And I was like, man, there's so much about you. Hey, you know, I'm just like, man, there's so much to this guy. I feel like, you know, we're definitely going to have to like talk about each album, because this is you have a story to tell. I feel like I'm in like a music library, you know, and we're going through I have this passport, and I'm going through a passport of your life.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's well said, and I appreciate that, because that's what it's like when you're documenting your own music. And shout out to my homie Believes, like he always taught me that, like, we don't put out music because, you know, 700 million people like need to hear it. No, we put out music to document moments in our lives first, and then we put out music if we can possibly sell it, if we can possibly collaborate, do something else with it, etc., etc. The story goes on.
So have you like thought about collaborating with some people, or you just a one man type of?
No. I got people that I collaborate with. I got a lot of people I collaborate with. These new projects that you'll see, got a lot of collaborations coming up in the new year. A lot of collaborations, a lot of surprise collaborations.
I'm definitely gonna be looking out. I'm already hooked. So
shout out to my son Ayatollah.
Hey.
We got a lot of unexpected things happening.
Okay. Because
a lot of unexpected. But yeah, Super Thought is like Post-Ice Depression. This album that's out right now is like, it took me about 2.5 years to make. So
I believe it.
It was because I had, you know, I have a day job. Then I was doing tours on the weekends, and yeah, so it took a lot. It took a lot to make, and it's very, very special to me.
Man, all I have to say is how the way I can tell is very well thought out, especially this Mushroom Tea. I have to play Mushroom Tea.
Oh, the 3 tracks and then shout out to Mark Live is actually on that, and my boy Believe is actually on that. And
yeah.
2 other features on there. Yeah, that's a monster.
It was like it transitioned, and I was just like.
And you got to check out Commercial. The Commercial is one of the illest tracks on that album. Like, period. It's called The Commercial. I think it's the second to last or last track. I think it's the second to last.
Yeah, because I was just like, okay, Derek. All right. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check out Mushroom Tea.
All right. Let's listen to Mushroom Tea.
Yeah. Dear Derek. Yeah. Yeah. Things happen, play with fire, play with magic. When in traffic, headshot, take the good magic. I've been zoning, never phony, we not homies. Trust my gut, intuition, I know you was blunt. Better luck, trick or treat, she take it in the butt. Oh, like such, she knows it's on up. New range, new things, yeah, we on that. Shout out my peoples, 1,000 deaths to a performance. Gorgeous performance, unity's the answer. The fight for cancer, we change the world, learn to love. Dear Lord, heal the heart of a thug. Let my ugly reflect like it was. Peace, wild nights, my vision is led. Foul hoes, street laws, game beef, street code, stage scene. A lot of fiends came for good dough. I look for God for daily quotes. Knowing the game's flesh and gold. Sold not to be told. These nappy niggas always fold. At the dinner table with wisdom, I had soup with Sufis. Red Muhammad had a few wives. Protect me, I don't know nothing. Voodoo curses, the root of evil. Pop up on a nigga like a sequel. Within sequence of my pimpin'. Spot the cash, yeah, that's the cash flow. Righteous capitalists out for pure profit. Never trust these false prophets. They claiming money don't matter. That's media gossip. Don't let them hijack your mind. All in due time.
And then it continues.
Yes, I like that. Damn, that's cool.
Best way for me to express what I got on my chest. Get into a bag is the half of the story. Half a kilo I gave him. And Chica was born for porn. Moments later, oh, it wasn't too long ago. Only popcorn. It's movie time, prime time. Groovy rhymes, spit cinema, movie lines. Love cutie pies that give me rhythm and vibes. That's all the time. Yeah, like, that's all the time. Yeah, take your time. This is my comeback rap like dinner time. Back in time, when I was in the crime. Probably still down for the grind. Who knows, who cares, who dares to face themselves, swallow their pride.
This is Mark Live.
Everything is post, yeah. MCs is roasted and overloaded. Relax, it's the veterans with jail suits and morphine packages laid back in the grandma's medicine cabinet. Escape from New York first class flights. Shit, dragons did pentagrams. My bottles of gin, my Aussie introduced me to the mushroom tea. And no walking around like mom style, mixed with the Bushwick after the Everclear. We out of here, analog and Elvis, straight out to the outer rim. I got my double white cup, yo, I'm up with sore guts. And now I'm more nuts, yeah, nuts. And now I'm more nuts, out of here. And now I'm more nuts, out of here. We in the streets. East Coast most. Yeah, good. How we do? Live, what up?
Brooklyn.
Past few years I faced
This my
all
boy
my
Believe
fears. Now I
Brown
stop
right
like
here.
the staff part of the Red Sea, smoking on Sin Sea. All those who form against me shall fall immensely. It's
On the radar.
most hated, most debated, most blessed, highly favored. Most you niggas wouldn't make it. I'm on Burger Line eating filet fish with my Dominicanos and Mexicanos. Lil Steve still up on that bullshit. He gon' fuck around, get football numbers. I'm trying to tell him don't get caught up with these sucker niggas. Mama gone cold world, they don't love you, nigga. Most.
Hey. Okay. On the radar just asked, East Coast vibe. Where you from? You're from Brooklyn, right?
1000% from Brooklyn.
Yep. You
I'm
know,
from Brooklyn. Again.
you know, I've always something about that East Coast. Well, I'm from Chicago, so you know when I hear someone from New York, it's
Shout out
always that
to
raw,
Chicago.
uncut version of y'all. I don't know what it is. It's like I hear the beat, but I hear more the lyrics, more the words, more of the lifestyle, more of how you live. You know what I mean? It's that I don't know. You can always distinguish someone from the East Coast, from New York. I can always tell, like immediately, and you always have a story to tell, and it's so deep. It's not fake. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't fake it when it comes to y'all music. I don't know. It's just a feel. It's a vibe. And yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
said,
Like I don't know,
oh,
y'all just got it real, huh? What did you say? Dang, I didn't hear you. I lost you for a minute.
You said we can't fake. I mean, I think it's just a followed. I think it's just a followed culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's that's just what we do. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you. Oh wait, now you cut off. Now I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. It's like I can hear you and then it cuts off.
You back?
I'm back.
No, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Now I was saying.
We're gonna start up. Hold up.
What about?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Now I was just saying that okay. Hold up. You want to start all over?
Yeah, let's start. Let's start all over. Hold on a second.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear us in the comment sections? Can you hear us?
All right. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I was saying that I think it's a followed culture.
I didn't hear the last part.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna start all
you
over
can
again.
hear me.
It's like you're cutting off and cutting in.
Yeah, I think
I
mine.
don't know if wow. Okay. He's gonna come back, you guys. Okay. I'm going to invite him back on. I think he's going to set up. But I'm telling you guys, this brother here, he's deep. Real deep. And invite him back on.
Yo.
Yes.
You can hear?
Yep.
You back?
I'm back.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah. So, no, I was saying that I think it's a followed culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a real followed culture of just, you know, I don't think I'm doing anything new. I think that the people that I've been around have been, you know, doing this for eons.
Yeah, but you have a voice. You have something to say. And sometimes I think because there's so many other different music, like I'm not putting down any other commercialized music, but sometimes when I hear about Super Thought and how you broken down and explained it, it made me think about some of the things that people forget that we have created and have struggled and have done for music. I mean, the first instrument was the drum. I mean, I don't want to go back and do some history, you know. I can go back and talk about some things, but I kind of feel like we're more than just violence and teenage pregnancies, and you know, even though those things happen in our culture. So don't get me wrong, you know, I come from Chicago, from Otta B. Wells Projects, but I also went to prep schools and went to HBCU college. But I also do understand that there's more to just violence. We do have a voice. We do have some things to say. And I sometimes think because of women, you know, being over-sexualized and the media, you know, they forget that we do have a mind. We do like math. We do like science. We can write letters. We can, you know, we can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I just don't want that to get lost.
And you know, you just put it the best way. And that's why I always think that working is the best metaphor in that. Let me see if I can change phones because my connection is a little. 1 second.
Okay.
In that. Let me see if I.
Okie doke. Now, this is something that I do when I was on Station Heads, called Bourgeois Latte Coffee Table. I want to, you know, get inside your mind and find out more about you. I can listen to your music all day, but if I don't know who you are outside of your music and why, then it makes no sense to me. So, I mean, that's just how my brain operates. I want to give you the real. I could play your music all day long, but it's nothing like knowing who you are as a person, because I think that's so important. Your music means nothing if you don't know, people don't know who you are. So I'm like really enjoying this interview with Derek because it's just so important to be heard.
All right, I think I have a better connection now.
Yeah. Now I was just saying to those who are listening in that, you know, I used to do this on my when I was on Station Head, and it was called Bourgeois Coffee Table, and I was more interested, yes, in your music, but I was more interested in who you are as a person, because sometimes I think people misconstrue things and not really take the time to know who the artist is. So to me, it's so important that people know who you are as a person besides your music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a growing person. We all growing. We forever growing. Yeah, I'm a growing person as well. I make music. I curate art. Currently doing some other new things that are going to be really exciting to mention shortly. But mainly, it's about holding it down with my creativity and keeping a regular job and
Yeah.
being humbled and thankful for what's to come and what I have.
Yes. You know, some people see it as, man, having a job. I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I have a job, totally different from what I'm doing, but this is like my therapy. But it's also something that I would like to do full time. And I don't see anything wrong with having a job, but having your own, I would love to see more of us have our own business and you know, try to grow and have our own sometimes, because at the end of the day, you know, a job is not forever, you know?
No,
So it's so
no,
important to
but
grow.
it does represent great stability. It does represent the idea of forming a community. It does represent it represents not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Not everybody can.
True.
Not everybody's supposed to.
That's what you just say. Not everybody's supposed to.
Not everybody's supposed to, open up a bakery. Not everybody's supposed to. Some people are supposed to work in the bakery. And that's how you form a community, and that's how those people that can be leaders should be leaders, and the people that should be, help make a way for others. And
Right.
I mean, I have so many plans. I just came back from Antigua, and it's like I have so much fun and so much plans to do, to do good for the world. And
You're a traveling man, huh?
through these projects, I'm gonna do good for the world through this trilogy album, music, film. It's gonna be very successful. It's gonna do something, and with that something, I'm gonna help do my part in changing the world and making it a little bit cozier for people.
Wow, music film. So when is this music film? When is it going to happen?
Right now, I'm probably gonna release the second part of the trilogy.
Okay.
Probably like the end of the month, early February.
Okay.
And then following the second one, the third one will come.
You definitely keep me in the loop for that. Yes.
Yeah. You'll definitely be in the loop with that. Be in the loop with that. So, the second one will come. You're gonna love the title. The third one will come. You're gonna love the title because they're like chapters, and like it's Super Thought is the book, and then everything will be fully explained when you view this film. Okay. Everything will be like deeply understood through this cinema. This is gonna be like an apex in hip hop culture. It's gonna be a moment. It's gonna be a moment. So are you an independent artist, or are you signed up under anyone, or do you have your own label, or how to, I mean, I have my own company that I've been doing my own little brand that I've been doing for a long time. It's called Only Popcorn. Okay. It's called. I was going to ask you about Only Popcorn. Together, and Only Popcorn means that it's just entertainment. It's just entertainment. So Only Popcorn, 9 to 5 LLC. That's what I do. I have a job, so 9 to 5 LLC, Only Popcorn, 9 to 5 LLC. Either one. I like that. Because I was like, Only Popcorn. I'm like, that's different. That's very different. Entertainment. It's only entertainment. Don't get like too heady. It's just entertainment. Yeah. It's only popcorn. It's only popcorn. It's only popcorn. So, I mean, yeah, that's the best part I could say. But I really do want you to listen to the commercial. The commercial. Okay. Yeah, if you could, that track is, if you listen to that through, it's an 11-minute song. Okay. It's my favorite. It's literally my favorite. But that'll get you up to speed with the whole concept of the album. That is the #1 song on that project. And it's part of Super Thought commercial? Yeah, it's on post-dice depression. It's on the first chapter, the one that I sent.
Okay.
But yeah, that one is with some good buttery popcorn.
Some good It's just entertainment, guys.
It's just entertainment.
Yeah, I want to ask you: do you work with other artists?
Yeah,
let's say, for an example, Gas Monroe. He's an artist and he's a great podcaster. Let's say, you know, hey, he's from, you know, he in the Bay or whatever, and he wants to work with you. I always feel like, you know, the only way to grow and the only way for other artists to really, you know, work together is to work with other independent artists. And I sometimes think some independent artists don't think that they should work because they got an album they can't share or network with other people that are in their realm.
That sounds great. That's an odd person. That's an odd person. No, I'm down to work with whoever's, like, particularly for me, I'm really subjected to whether you're nice or not. Like, not nice at skill of rapping. I mean, of course, I hope that's a fact and a plus. But if you're a nice person, I feel like I could be around you. That's fine. We could try to do it. Everything else is, you know, whatever. But I just like to be around nice people as much as possible.
I hear you. I think sometimes.
But yeah, definitely down to collaborate.
Yeah, because I think it's important, and I like collaborations. I'm about to play this a commercial because I want to hear this.
Yeah. I mean, you can listen to it now, or you can listen to it later. Either or.
No, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I think everybody need to hear it.
Go ahead.
You know.
Love don't feel like love no more. Everything feel rehearsed. Flowers while I'm alive. Dear Derek, here's a verse. Prep tickets, sold out souls, hoes upon hoes. That's just how the story goes. The unbroken in a broken world. 10 toes I'm in. I can't seem to forget you. My pride make it hard for me to be regretful. I know my failures make me successful. Believe in God, no need for a rescue. Yeah, I got the science and the tools. Been busting loose like 3.14. My faith is in chaos. Really, there's nothing to care for. We'll probably stop rapping if you wanted to hear more. The raw, that's a detour. All these hood wars amongst these urban drug lords. Don't get caught in the crossfire. This the type of shit that make you turn on the radio. This the type of shit that make you turn on the radio. Known fact, most kingpins rap. Part itself, I skipped off track. Subject matter, why does it matter? What's the matter? Killer chatter, you know the lingo. My bitch is batter, with the batter. Pockets fatter, you think like a capitalist. There is no ladder, you spaced out, nigga. That's why you don't matter. Magic tricks, poof, gone, turn you into matter. Tossed in shapeshifters, back into their portals. Your ego driven, you mad. Niggas doing documentaries on themself. Mental health is real. Red or blue pill. Alice grew 10 feet, and you still think Jay-Z is better. It was chilly that night, wish I had wore a sweater. Who's my competitor? I'm nice in any era. Had to crack the mirror just to see things clearer. Things turn into pieces, could be one's healing. Dear Derek, that MC feeling.
So, that's when I started to ask the question. Look at my son believe. If the black person's is the prostitute in America. Because you can be Jay-Z, you can be Breonna Taylor, you can be Rick Ross, you can even be the real Rick Ross. That's what we're dealing with. Like some of the questions when I'm going to be doing the interviews with like maybe 4 to 5 people. One of my favorite questions so far is, it's a very not complex question, but I think it's a great question, is the black face the new face of white supremacy?
Oh yeah.
What's your perspective on that?
You know what? You know I have to invite you back on. You are deep, brother. You are deep.
So that's the that's the conversation. Right now I have about, that's one of the questions. But right now I have about 12 of those type of questions that help explain the conversation that we're about to have. Now, basically, since you're flowing with me,
absolutely,
the music trilogy album is the soundtrack to the conversation. Even the film visual is the soundtrack to the is the visual soundtrack to the conversation. The conversation of what is being talked about is the most important thing. So success in this project means that if I can stir up a conversation, that's it. And using rap as a medium and using film as a medium to stir up an actual conversation.
So with this music film, are you directing it all? Do you have a team? Okay.
With the film, I'm not directing. There will be a director. I'll be super happy to speak on that very shortly. Really cool film people involved, like really cool, some A-list characters. Okay. I'm really excited to mention that. But mostly right now, I'm just trying to get the trilogy part out, the music trilogy part, promote that.
Okay.
Do yourself a favor, Blunt. Those were the songs that were on Post-Ice Depression that were like the singles for it.
Those two stood out the most to me.
Yeah, those are why we chose that. And Mushroom Tea, shout out to Believe and Mark Love for being on that. We got part 2 of that coming.
Follow. I'm going to find out more about them as well. Okay.
Yeah, no. They got 2 more tracks on the album. What else? Like, part 2 is just going to be a phenomenon. It's going to be, the title is just going to take people, and I'm just probably going to have 1 single for that, and then follow it by the 3rd, which would just be 1 single. That way I can get to the visual and deliver this message. And while all of that is taking place, continue to stir up this conversation.
Absolutely. I would love to do a listening party with you, if that's possible.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
I would love to do that.
That's definitely possible. That's always possible.
You're definitely an extraordinary artist, rapper.
Yo, I appreciate it. That's mad love, son. That's yeah, thank you.
Yes. I mean, it's refreshing to know that that you don't put on this facade. Like you really, putting it out on the table and letting people know who you are, and like, hey, I'm a regular guy. At work, I got a job. It's entertainment. You think and you care about what you put out, and man, and you're definitely a poet. Definitely a poet.
That's all I, those words be all I care about.
Yeah.
Those words would be, I've been writing, I write forever. I think I got my first girl writing. That's all I do is write.
And it's good. I still keep a journal. I would write things. It's funny, when I was younger, I shouldn't even say it, but I'm going to say it out anyway. My siblings right here, I used to sneak out in the middle of the night and go to some spoken word clubs. Wow. And in Chicago. It's a while back.
My favorite movie is Love Jones.
What? I love
that's my favorite. I used to know that movie by heart.
Yes.
Because I love the acting and everything that was in it.
Yeah, Neil.
But I just the poetry part that was in it. I just was like, I was obsessed. And then that soundtrack was fire.
Look, the fact that he was saying that, I was like, look, if Neil don't talk to that brother, he trying to tell you something.
Like, he's right there. Exactly. He's the one.
Exactly.
Oh,
like,
he wrote a poem.
He's the one.
Yeah, when I first got the poem. Yeah, I was definitely saying that. Yeah, that was one of my favorite films.
Everybody better have that DVD. I'm not gonna lie. I think I know I have the DVD. I still keep DVDs. Are you, one of those old school brothers that got the record player? What's wrong with you?
I got books.
Look, I have a bookshelf. I have a bookshelf filled with books. I have a record player. I
got books.
I just have to, have that vinyl sometimes,
Oh, no, I wish I had vinyl. I don't have vinyl as much as it takes too long. I don't really hold on to things.
I think it's because the fact that,
but I hold on to books.
Yeah. It's just that, with vinyl, it's just something that my dad and I used to share on Sundays. He would play music and he would give me history lessons, and it's just something that I never forgot. And it was just something special. And just to listen to music and my mom cooking in the kitchen and, making, some big flapjack pancakes because she's from Louisiana, and listen to some music on the record player. It was just something that you just never forget. And it kind of carried me on, and it made me think about a lot of things. And, when I was feeling low, I turned on that record player.
Everything gets solved.
Yeah. So
I can understand that.
You got the record player for sure.
No, I don't got the record player. Don't listen to that man. That man is bugging out. I don't got no record player. That man, that's a good friend of mine. He like, come on, man. I ain't got no record player. I do laundry. That's what I do. I do laundry constantly.
I hear you.
That's my homie. He knows. Like, I ain't got no record player. He never seen me with no record player. He said he got a record player for sure.
Well, you should have one.
Right now, he's trolling.
There's some people are putting their own music on vinyl. I know there's this one artist.
No. I mean, we talked about that. Shout out to vinyl culture. I just don't have a. He's just capping. He's trolling me right now on this interview. He's funny.
Well, at least have one vinyl of your music. I don't know. I just feel like you should.
Oh, I will.
You don't have to own a record player just to have it.
We're gonna put together. We're putting together for this Super Thought project. We're putting together like a special package, like for example, like a capsule.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do we're gonna do a limited run, a huge capsule with a lot of fun, new, creative items in it and things like that. So maybe a vinyl will be one of them.
Cool, because that would be so dope. Hell, if you got to put it in a bottle with all your music and a little note inside and just let it put
it's in a bottle.
Yeah.
Good one.
Those
are all good ones. Noted. I like that. That was a good one. That was definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Message in a bottle.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I know you definitely, got my attention. And Latte Java Drips Radio will always be playing your music. So, you definitely have what it takes. And I'm super excited for you. And I can't wait to hear your music.
I got new exciting news coming. So
let's get together again.
Yeah.
Promise me.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%. Let's make it happen one more time.
Yes. And one more thing.
Yes.
What coffee are you drinking?
Oh, I just finished it. It's actually holding the phone up that I'm behind. So I finished it before.
What's the name of the coffee? Because I was drinking some organic Mayan blend Jose's. It's really good. Some dark medium roast.
I think I was drinking. What coffee shop did I go to this morning? I went to some coffee shop in Brooklyn. I forget.
Love coffee shops.
Brooklyn has a lot of coffee shops. I went to some coffee shop in Brooklyn. I just forget the name of it at the moment. Oh, that sun is just blaring.
Well, just let me know next time when we sit down and have a coffee.
I'll even bring a coffee, some coffee beans, like a nice brand, and we'll shout that brand out that makes coffee.
Yes, let's do that. And that's why I call myself Bourgeois Latte, because I love coffee and I love music. And I got to listen to some music while I drink my coffee, tea, wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to help other, especially Black-owned coffee roasters out there. I want to help them. And there's this one guy, he's amazing. Black Coffee calls himself. and he has the most dope coffee aesthetics, and he plays music, and he goes to all these different shops.
Wow.
And I might have to
I
ask
want to
him.
connect with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he would like to come on with me next time. And
Yeah,
on
let's
the
do that.
radar,
That's fire.
yeah, and on
Down
the
for that.
radar,
Yeah.
he's a music blogger, dope person,
Yeah. And
helps
then
out a lot of artists.
yeah, I'll speak to you off of this. But yeah,
Absolutely,
definitely.
yeah,
Definitely. I would like that. That would be really cool.
cool. So I got to reach out to him. Hope he can do it, But he
All right.
definitely always playing music. You gotta follow him, but I'll give you all his information. And yeah, let's do this. And I thank you for coming on with me, taking the time to chat with me. And we're gonna, we're friends now.
Definitely friends. We're going to definitely stay in touch. The phone is holding up the cup. So if I
I
like
got you.
something, I'm holding. And then yeah, the sun is glaring. So if I go to that side, yeah.
That's all right. I got you. So we're gonna listen to some more music, and next time, and I'm definitely gonna be adding some more music onto Latte Java Drips Radio. And you guys, please,
Latte Java. Thank you, Java Drips. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to chat again.
Yeah, you see all some of these coffee people coming on right now, coffee show. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to round up these coffee roasters.
Yeah, let's round up these coffee roasters. Have a coffee conversation.
Absolutely, yes.
Tunes. We'll get one song a pop. I like that. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm into it. All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Until next time, you guys. Make sure you like, follow, and share. This will be on YouTube channel. So please, you guys, make sure you turn on your notifications. Keep you updated on what's going on with Latte Java Drips Radio. I want you guys to, really check out this interview. This was really good. And, if you don't drink coffee, you can drink tea. It doesn't matter. If you're a tea lover, it doesn't matter. So if you're a coffee roaster, please, email me. My shows is on Saturday, so let's do this. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. Till next time.